Hi everyone, it's 24th of December, yep, Christmas Eve, and I've decided to come and have a wander to Plot because I've not been down since it was the end of October, to be honest. Just when I did get a chance, the weather was horrendous, so I didn't bother, and half the place is underwater. I don't know if you can see, look at the stairs just as I'm walking over. So God knows what I'm going to find. I did have some January King over here, so I might grab one if they're still alright. I don't know. A wet foot already. So I thought I'd come over and have a look and prepare myself for what's to come ahead, like you do. Oh, right, there's some water there. Right, not so far off now. God, it's so waterlogged. One of these days I'll find a plot that's actually dry. We are getting closer now. Oh, water again. Like potholes keep putting my foot in. Oh my God, it's pretty wet. Oh, I'll have to turn my camera around for this. Picture might get a bit jerky, I don't know. If it suddenly goes over, it means I've fallen arse over tit. Oh, never mind. So, here's my beautiful plot, as I left it way back when. Pile of leaves under there. My asparagus tops are under there. Oh, should be careful open this gate. Oh, it's actually unlocked. Well, my fence is up, sort of. It's got a bit of a lean over there. Try and make my way over there. I didn't get around to doing these strawberry tops. There's stacks to do, but you can't do anything in this. Look at my path, it's just totally underwater. Good God, what am I doing? Don't walk on your raised beds. Stuff that, I'm walking on them. Yeah, looks, oh shit, nearly fell over then. Right, yeah, so that fence is going to go down at some point, so I might just tap a piece of wood behind that to prop it up. I might get a cabbage or two out of there. There's hearts like. Some toppled over, but I don't intend really doing anything here today. So I came down and took them broccoli heads out from over there ages ago, and that's as far as I got with them. There's loads of work to do in the spring. I need to re-edge these raised beds and all that lot, because when I just nearly fell over, I just stood on the edge of a raised bed and it decided to give up. So that's another job to add to the list of many things. So anyway, thought I'd come down and you could enjoy this journey with me, what it's like to have a wet allotment. Oh, it's going right through my boots. What am I doing? Right, try and make my way down this end. Oh my God. So I'm not going to be doing much here today. Just a quick look around at how bleak and horrible it is. It's freezing cold. I've not even bothered taking my sunflower down. It's just up there all sad. Probably sprinkle loads of seeds and end up with a load of sunflowers growing next year, but we'll get rid of them. So yeah, just come down to have a look. So yeah, I expect there's days and days and days of work to do, but I can't do it when it's all like this everywhere. Well, I'm not doing it anyway. I'm not going through that again. It's an absolute nightmare. So I'll have to get a bed ready for sort of February time when the garlic goes in, which will probably end up being one of them two over there. So this is where the spuds were. There's actually still some spuds in that row there. Obviously, things have been digging holes in there, so let them dig away. So I need to bring all the compost over, and I've got some more leaves at home. They're rotted down. They finally started to heat up now. So we'll have a look at them when I get back, provided this wind stops anyway. So I'll get on and I'll try and harvest some of this cabbage, and I'm not going to put the camera on to harvest it, but if it falls over it's going to just end up going underwater. I've nothing else up here really, to be honest. Just like that one's toppled, so I'll probably say it's got a good tight heart on it. Oh, bugger it, I'll try and stand the camcorder up somewhere. We'll have a look. Try not to get, have to bear with the wobbly camera. But I've not been on YouTube at all. It's just been so busy, and I've actually finally got a week off work and off of other stuff, band stuff and that, so I fully intend doing a lot of sitting on my arse. Pardon the French, like, but I need a rest. I'm not sure if I left my secateurs here last time because I can't find them. So I've just been to a hardware shop and spoilt myself to a set of these Fiskars things. Don't know what they're like, soon find out. It's all they had in anyway. It's 17 quid. Right, I'll get around the other side somehow. Try to break my neck. Oh, Walser again. I really need to rummage my welly bobs out again. I can't bend properly, I've got that much stuff in my pockets. This is no fun. None at all. It's been that long, I've got moss growing through my neck. Just foliage can kind of stay there, and I'm just trying to snap it off, to be honest. Right. Not going to win any prizes. Probably absolutely full of slugs inside, maybe, but I can see one in there. All right, yeah, I'll get him out after. But they are. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's well, it's past the middle of December. It's Christmas Day tomorrow. Right, try and get another one out somewhere if I can. I don't know how much you can see. I'll have to just get in the way a minute. I think that'll do. I'll put my foot down for any length of time, it just sinks. That one in the middle there, I think. Try and go this side of this bed goes now. I'm going to just end up kneesing it. Oh, I can't even reach it. Let's do that, eh? Fumbling about like an idiot. I've no idea how well these keep, but I guess we'll find out, eh? I don't think my feet can get any wetter now. Fully submerged. That's all the cabbage I'm taking for today. I should imagine I'll be up here in the next couple of weeks trying to do something in some sort of way, even if it's just bringing some stuff over to dump over yonder. Just pile it up. Imagine if I pull them that tarpaulin off them leaves, there'll be rats and whatnot under there. Right, so this is January King. I can't remember when I sowed the seeds, probably something like July or August or something like that, but decent firm head. It's very open out here, so it does get battered by the elements. I did do some late lettuce and that, but I missed my window on that. All these beds are going to get cleared, so I've got a lot of work to do. So I'll probably be putting stuff out in the ground a bit later this year, well, next year, and try and grow it further on in pots. To give me a bit more time to get the beds ready and that. So right, I'm going to sack it off here now and get back home. Might get a canoe actually, use that for here. Right, I'm back home, still covered in mud. The rain has stopped for now, so I thought, well, I can't do anything outside. Nothing's changed in the back garden from when I harvested the cauliflowers last time. I've not even pulled the stalks out, still there. So I've just emptied me last of me King Edward spuds, which I grew in the tubs in the garden, which I harvested, I don't know, was it September, I can't remember. So I just need to sort some out for dinner for Christmas Day and Boxing Day, tomorrow, day after. I've got some, there's quite a few of these little tiny potatoes. You know, instead of throwing them away, I mean, I don't mind the skin, to be honest. I'll boil them a bit, and I've picked some got some right mankish sort of spring onions, but you pull the outside, you know, just rip some of the top off, pull a section of the outer bit like that. I mean, they're alright, still edible, not gone to mush or anything like that, they're fine. So just using what I've got really, you know, because I've no lettuce as such to pick. I've got a few little ones in ground here, they're nowhere near ready for picking, but got some tubs here with some baby spring onions in. God, even these are started with rust. Just nip them off, try a couple of little specks on them, I'll have to watch that. But see how it goes. I say, because we plan to start my garlic in a couple of weeks, so I don't want to be getting rust on them straight away. So yeah, I'll sort these out, but first I'm going to go over about sweet peas. These are this year's crop from my mum's sweet peas, which I grew along the fence. For those of you who don't know, my mum passed away, well, nearly 2 years ago now. And many years ago, we had a few varieties of sweet peas, and I cross-pollinated a few. And these are basically seed taken from that sort of strain many years ago. So last couple of years, some of the subscribers have asked for some, and I've sent them. So they're kind of named Hildas mix because Hilda was my mum's name. So, and it's nice to know that they're grown all over the country, because I only send them out to UK. But I wish I could find out, you know, how to watch some of the if people have posted it in the videos. If they can put a link to the video, I'll make a point of watching it, you know, as and when I can get onto YouTube to watch them, because it's just been so hectic this year. It's been bananas. You know, I've got a week off work now, well, more than a week for a change, you know, and nothing's happening band wise for a few months anyway, so I've got a bit of time, loads of other things to do, but I can start thinking about the garden side of things, because I've got some mammoth onions growing in the loft. Well, not mammoth, they're the Kelsey onions. They're smaller than these spring onions, so they're way off yet. I'll probably do a video when I come to prick them out. Well, instead of not pricking them out, I've actually grown them in the little tiny module trays that are sort of about 15mm square. So I'll transplant them on into sort of 7cm pots, and then they'll stay in them, you know, until they get too big for them. But yeah, it's garlic's the next thing I'll be sowing, or well, planting. Just use some of the biggest bulbs that I got from last crop. That's in January, and then probably it's kind of like Valentine's Day sort of era. Then, you know, where everything else gets done. It's the same every year, really. You know, sometimes you think, you know, you keep repeating the videos, but there's no real other way you can do it, you know, because you get into a sort of system that works for you, and you use that. You know, and there's an element of experiment that goes on each year as well. You know, you try something different, doesn't always work at all. You know, some things that work for years have a bad year. You know, spuds this year weren't great at all. You know, so I have to, you know, have a think about that. I've ordered all my seeds, well, 99% of them anyway. I'll probably do a list, or in a video I'll go through what I'm growing next year. It's pretty much the same. I think there's some winter squash, Turk's turban they're called. I'm doing them next year. I've never really done much of the squash, not for many years. I did a few years ago, but it was just butternut squash. But I thought I'll try these, and it's just something to, because I like to grow things that I can have in the winter months, you know, like such as, you know, the leeks. You know, there's nothing wrong with them. You know, and I've got quite a lot of them down the garden, and they will sit well through winter. You know, they go a bit manky looking on the outside, but I've dug them out of ice before now, and the musselburgh, they're pretty robust, to be honest. You know, the outer bit goes a bit mushy, and you just peel that out a bit off. You know, because the main bit you want is kind of protected because it's in the ground. If I did them at the allotment, they'd get waterlogged, but up in the top of garden here, it's not as bad. It's wet, but it's not as bad. You know, because that soil's had years and years of, you know, things going on it. I mean, I've put a lot of stuff on the allotment, on the potato bed, but it refuses to sort of become the sort of black gold soil. It's just so fine and silty. You You know, it's like flour or plaster. You know, you put water, it just goes to slop. But it's the only thing that's available at the moment. You know, and I've put the work into getting it to where it is, and it needs a good overhaul. The allotment does. It needs the whole fence sorting out, new beds. You know, all that needs to be done, which is hopefully this year. I'm hoping I get a few gaps from, you know, when the work goes quiet and the weather's on my side and I can actually get on with it. But as I say, I'm just going to sort through these. No point in videoing this. I'm just going to sort some out for roasting and sort some out for, you know, making a potato salad with. Clean my leeks up, and then while I'm off on the Christmas break, I shall be podding these, which isn't a great job, but you know, I'm used to doing it because they're dry and they crack open quite easy. You know, try and get up to the camera without dropping them everywhere. I don't know where you can see that, but in there, that's your actual seeds, a pod full of pea, you know, the sweet pea seeds. They're not in any refined colours. There's pretty much most colours there, apart from yellow. Wouldn't mind trying to bring in a yellow into it, but yeah, they smell all right. You know, they're fairly high fragrance. I think, as I say, I've not had any problems with them really, and they get sown in February. So if you want some, I'll put my email in the description below. I'll give quite a few out. You know, you'll probably get something like 50 or 60 seeds in a little envelope. I'll send them out to you. But I say email me your contact details. You know, in the email address I put in the description, and I'll sort some out for you. Either I'll run out first, or I'll probably post them up until say end of January, and then that'll be the cut-off date. And then I'll store some in the jar then. 'Cause I need to make sure. I mean, I've still got a load left from last year. I've still got some from the year before. You know, so I've got loads of seeds, but I don't want to sort of run out myself. You know, because it would be a big shame, you know, to actually lose them. You know, after the years of, you know, because it's an ongoing memory of my mum, I suppose. You know, and she grew them in the garden, so I grow them now. You know, a lot of my followers will know that I'm not really a flower guy. You know, I'm more of I'd rather get something I can eat out of the ground, but I do them because it's a reminder, you know, and it's nice. And you know, when the family comes and visits, you know, they see them there, and it's a bit like she's still around. You know, so on that note, I'm going to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and hopefully next year will be a decent garden year, and the weather will be kind. Not too hot, not too cold, and not too wet. Just right, it'll be nice. If Mother Nature gives us a bit of a rest, then it should do all right. So thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll leave a little bit of music from one of the gigs I did not long ago, just after this little Christmas song. So thanks for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the new year. See you now. Bye.